All right, this is KLI Podcast. Your host, Keith, and me, and Isaac is not here. Did you have a good night?
This is a great night, dude.
Yeah? It's crazy?
That's fun, dude.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah. You watched the Connor Murphy clips in?
Yeah, I did. That shit was pretty feral. It's pretty unhinged.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know who Connor Murphy is, he was like a pretty famous like bodybuilder back then. Like he was like kind of like More Place, More Dates. Like he did like the shirts off stuff, and he did like the clickbait views before any of the other bodybuilders did.
Yeah, and like the early 2010s and shit. Yeah, he's probably one of the first like YouTube fitness influencers that was famous.
Yeah. And he was just a tool. He just took his shirts off and was like posting in front of girls and stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. I mean,
it's pretty funny.
My young prepubescent mind was like, "Oh, this guy's so fucking hard right now."
Yeah, and he was pretty jacked. He's actually jacked. Yeah. And then he got like really skinny and stuff for a while and looked like sick.
I don't know what made him crazy originally. I think it's because he started experimenting with psychedelics, and then that's what eventually started making him unhinged.
I think it was before that. I mean, I listened to a little bit of More Place, More Dates, but when you do like ashwagandha and other psychedelics, you become more of an open person and like understanding of yourself. And with him, it seems like he did the exact opposite. He still got caught with like a lot of lies and stuff. And
yeah, I mean, he seems more self-aware now, but like he just posts clickbaity crazy shit. Like
still, huh?
It's nothing.
It's actually kind of funny now.
It is pretty funny, and like, honestly, he's self-aware of it, which makes it almost better. But it's just so fucking insane.
We're gonna have to play some of it for the boys, and I want to show just a couple of snippets. How much do you think we can play so we're not monetized? Like
demonetized?
Demonetized.
Dude, I don't really know the rules that well, but at this rate, we're so early on, so little people are gonna be watching. I doubt it fucking matters.
Yeah, dude, our last one got views. I think about 150. So thank you guys for watching. Andrew Moser coming on it. That was pretty fucking cool.
Moji.
So, yeah, Moji. See if I can pull up the video.
The video we're referring to is 9 months old. It's kind of old, but basically he claims that sleeping with ladyboys is the way to be red-pilled.
Yes, it's actually kind of funny.
And the way to successfully re-enter the manosphere.
Yeah.
Beat woke ideologies.
Yeah. Oh, here it is.
So if you want to be a man, fuck trans women.
Yeah. The title is Feminism Made Me Clinically Insane, The Downfall and Revival of Connor Murphy.
That's pretty fucking wild.
Okay, let me figure out the time stuff for it.
This man literally was drinking his own cum and kissing boys. He was trying to force himself to be gay.
Yeah, it's out there.
Pretty out there.
We're adopting well before its current prominence, and I resonate with its message.
Women deserve less!
See, not only was I less attracted to modern Western women, because they were adopting more masculine traits, but their hypergamous tendencies left even me in sexual scarcity, as social media and dating apps increased the accessibility to higher value men. See, to become a high value man with sexual abundance, I would have to embody traits that are considered toxically masculine, putting me at risk of societal backlash.
This man is so misogynist.
This is too much. Should we stop
This
it?
man is so misogynist.
Yeah, so he's like talking about feminism and how he kind of fell off, and that's why. That's what he blamed it on.
Well, he's like, at first he was saying he wanted to be gay so he could be uncancelable, and like, I don't know, he's trying to use it to salvage his career so he wouldn't be canceled. He's like, oh
dude, imagine going that far to like.
I don't even know
to get clickbait. Like,
I feel like he's fucking like kind of lying.
I think he's lying. I think he's doing it for clickbait.
I think so too, but it's still just fucking insane. Like, he obviously is a very mentally ill person that wants to be famous.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. It's out there.
And the fact that he's only getting like 50,000 to 100 views on his most recent videos, and he's still doing this shit, it just shows how mentally ill he is. Because there's no way he's making that much money off of ad revenue. Like, I don't know where his source of income is coming from, but he's just a whore for attention.
Well, he's like the V-Shreds guy, dude. Like, he like he does like a supplement brand and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
You know who V Shreds is?
Yeah, I know.
Like
him.
where he like does like the diet plans, but it's like.
But after all of his crazy shit, like how many fucking people are gonna buy those supplements?
There's people out there that do, dude. They're stupid. Like they're like, oh, dude, he's right. Like I'm sure people are gonna watch this video and be like, he's right, dude.
Fuck trannies.
I should fuck trannies.
I should go to Thailand.
It's so masculine,
boys, dude. I need a lady boy
dude.
girlfriend.
I would not be surprised if people like said that though.
Yeah,
Would you?
No, not at all, dude. I've met some pretty fucking mentally ill people that would watch that shit and be convinced pretty quick. I mean, people are just stupid fucking sheep. So
Yeah.
you give somebody telling them this is the way, they're going to probably listen without looking into it that much because people are lazy, bro, and they want to be led.
And dude, I'm sure there are some men out there that just like can't get any pussy, so like they become gay. Like I feel like that's a real thing too.
Maybe, dude. I have no idea. I mean, I have never had that problem. I have the opposite
Well, yes.
of the problem, so.
I know, yeah. I've never had that problem either, but like, there was a study with Chris Williamson that showed, like, I don't know what percentage it is, but like higher percentage, I'm just gonna say one out my ass, like 5 to like 10% men only get women, and the rest like don't get any women at all. Like they really struggle with it, and
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because they don't talk to women, and
Well, I think it's
I could see some people like that though. Like they don't get any women, so they're like, I just want to have sex so bad, and then they just like go sleep with a man because men don't give a fuck.
No, we're
like-
disgusting creatures.
Yeah,
bro.
we are gross.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
horny freaks. Like, you put men in prison, they're going to change their sexuality within a matter of months, if not, like, a couple years. Nobody wants to go without sex that has as high levels of testosterone as we do.
Yeah, that's true, dude. It's just facts. I mean, even women
I mean,
talk
look
about
at
it,
the
hopping on
gross contraptions
testosterone,
we
dude.
make. Like, fucking, they make, like, pocket pussies and weird shit
Oh
in
my
prison,
god,
dude. Like,
we're so desperate when we
we're
can't get any,
desperate, dude.
bro. It's crazy.
we'll make a
We're so
makeshift
desperate.
pussy just to get it out of our system, dude.
We're so desperate. It's sick.
We're fucked up.
Yeah. Here's the next clip that I'll play for just a little bit, but.
To become gay.
No, we gotta rewind it. Oh my god.
Red pill man's dream.
Ew.
But I could also integrate myself into liberal society.
Oh my god. Become-
Instead of trying to change the rules of the game. So I implemented a plan to become gay. With this seemingly brilliant move, not only could I modern women while
He's so out there. It's pretty insane.
Dude, I was watching fucking, actually, I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast, and then he was, with the one with Joey Diaz, one of the most recent ones, and he was talking about, like, how people use, pretend to be trans, like, predators to go into women's restrooms and shit.
Oh, dude, yeah, I bet actual men do that, yeah.
Like, a lot of predators will claim to be trans so they can try to work their way into being predatory towards women, because it's like, oh, you should let your guard down. I'm trans. I'm not as threatening because I'm not a man anymore.
Yeah, that's sick, dude. Yeah.
It's fucking weird, bro. Not this, like, obviously, we all love trans people and gay people. We're not
Yeah, I don't discriminate.
homophobic or
I don't care.
transphobic, but some
Yeah.
people do this shit predatorily. Not because it's actually the way that they feel inside or how they resonate with themselves. Like, they're just creeps.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I think some people can be born that way too. I mean, it's sure some of it depends on your environment, but
I think
I don't know.
I think definitely a lot of people are born that way, but also I think some people, like, that are mentally ill, they end up choosing that lifestyle because, I don't know, they don't know how to identify. They feel like they have a lack of purpose in their life, and they want to fit into
join
a community.
Yeah. Yep. I understand that too. Well, there's even, I've talked to some of my clients that like talked about how like priests, it was a pastor that was telling me about this out in Lawrence. Like he said that there was priests that even wrote in their diaries saying that like they didn't want to be gay, but like that's like all they thought about and stuff, which is pretty, it's interesting. I don't know.
It is interesting. And I mean, you know, what a fucking sad life to like have to sexually suppress your feelings.
Just because you think it's a sin or something too.
Yeah, that's a bummer,
it's
dude.
Yeah. I don't think I wouldn't go that far as it, but.
Yeah, that sucks. That's tough.
But for the priesthood, like, that's That does not help the priesthood community at all.
No, dude, honestly,
for touching little boys and stuff.
If you're gay, you probably. Well, fuck, dude. There's a difference between being gay and a pedophile, though.
Yeah, that is facts.
Not all.
Yep.
Not
Not
all
all gay people are pedophiles.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
that's obviously. I don't know. I don't know what I think. Like, if you're gay and you join the priesthood, like. Even if you're straight, you're making a sacrifice because you're choosing celibacy. So, like, honestly, maybe not a big deal. But if you're a pedophile, like, I don't even know how people become pedophiles. I don't know if they're born that way or if they were molested or their life is sick and twisted. I don't know what makes you do that, but don't join the church community.
Well, Mark
please.
Norman talks about it. It's a funny joke.
Please
about
don't
it.
be a priest if you have pedophile tendencies, dude.
I'm sure there are pedophiles out there, like with the trans thing, that become priests to get closer with little boys. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Pretty
it's
weird.
Fucking sick, dude.
Yeah. But Mark Norman has a good bit about it. He's like, when I was 6 years old, I liked grape juice. And I liked little girls. And he's like, as I aged, I still liked grape juice. I just happened to not like little girls anymore. Wow, I was so close right there. It's like shit, dude.
That's so fucked up.
It's like your brain just knows which way to go.
Yeah. That's funny, bro. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, what do you think people should do if they find themselves having those weird thoughts and feelings? Like, you just go to a fucking doctor? Like, are you fucking...
What is a doctor? I think maybe a therapist. I don't know.
I don't know what you would do, bro, but,
Yeah.
like, obviously you can't fucking...
Can't act on it, no.
You can't act on it, and, like, but, like...
No.
You
Get help, yeah.
Something's wrong with you, dude. I don't know, like... We can't ever pretend like they should be a part of the LGBTQIA plus fucking community.
No, it's sick and it's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
There's been TED Talks where they try to like make an argument for it.
really?
Yeah, like like pedophiles should be a part of the that community.
They should not at all.
It's like fuck no, dude.
They're too young.
That's fucking
Yes.
insane. That's not right.
Dude, even, I don't know. Yeah. 16 is where it's at. And I think, like, if you're, I don't know where it stops, but I don't know. If you're 30 dating a 17-year-old.
Wait, 16? What are you saying right now?
I mean, you know, the consent age is 16 in Kansas.
Yeah, it's still kind of young, bro.
It is. I mean, but if you're just getting out of high school and you're 19 or something, dating a 16-year-old.
I guess, but like a 16-year-old shouldn't be dating like a 25-year-old or a
No,
22-year-old.
not at all. Yes, that's
Like,
weird.
I
That's
feel
what
like
I'm saying. That's
within,
weird.
Like, you got to be within like 4 years of each other for it to be normal.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe
yeah.
less, honestly, depending. Like, if you're 16, you probably still shouldn't be dating a 20-year-old. You should probably be like a teenager still.
Well, it depends if they were talking in high school or if that person graduated and is like
but
talking
like
to them
even
then.
like seniors talking to freshmen in high school is still looked down upon. We should be probably max within like 2 or 3 years of each other.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like if you're like 16 and they're 19. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
probably
like
okay.
T's probably what, a junior, freshman?
Huh?
A junior and freshman.
Yeah, junior and a freshman, it seems fairly normal because you're basically
It's not
2
that
years
weird,
apart.
yeah. And it depends how mature I think the woman is too. Like, I think women would mature a lot faster than men. Like me as a freshman, dude, I was still a little boy, bro.
I
But
still
women-
have monkey brain, dude.
Yeah, I was like, women were obviously way more mature than I was at that age, but yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, you should probably just date people that are close to your age. Would be safe.
Yeah, but how do you feel about people that are like there's some people that are 10 years apart when they're older.
Well,
Does
I
that
think
weird you out?
when you're after the age of
That doesn't
like,
weird me out as much, I think.
I think after the age of 25, because
Yeah.
by then most adults' brains are fully developed. I don't
Yeah.
think it matters anymore. Like if I was 25 dating a 35-year-old, we're basically the same.
Yeah.
Like intellectually, they have a leg up a little bit, and they have more life experience. But like, we still have the same problem-solving capacity.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think after the age of 25, age gaps don't matter as much. But
Well, I think even
before 25, it's pretty sketchy. There's
yeah,
like
before
a lot
25 it is, yeah.
of yeah.
After you're 25 though, like your brain is still the same at like 35, I think. Like you have a fully developed brain by then. It's just that your body's aging at that point.
Yeah. Maybe
So-
you just have more life experience. You just know things a little bit differently. Different
That's true.
cultural references.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I mean, if
Yeah.
you're dating somebody too much older than you, like you might not have a lot in common just because you're in a different shit because you were born in a different era.
Yeah.
But women like older men.
They do. It's and
Because I mean, men are less mature, so like they need
Mm-hmm.
somebody that's gonna provide for them and shit. So like they're gonna choose somebody that's older and more capable.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Which is fair. I mean, that's fine. I understand it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Dating is weird, bro. I'm recently single, and let me tell you, dog, modern dating it's really difficult.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, dude. I mean, I met my girlfriend online, and I got pretty lucky, I feel like, even with Tinder.
Yeah.
So, and I think most people should probably just go up to a girl and grow a pair of balls, bro. Go talk to her if you really care.
Cold approach.
Cold approach.
Just fucking, hey, you're hot.
Hey, you're hot.
Talk to me.
I don't know. Make a joke or something. I mean, you do it. You talk to girls at the bar and stuff.
Yeah, normally my approach is just to let women approach me. Or, like, I
So you don't come off weird?
Yeah, bro. I never aggressively fucking say, hey, I think you're attractive. Let me buy you a drink and start off that aggressive. I always, like, casually kind of work in a conversation.
Don't say that you're a hot part. But, yeah, let me get you a drink or something.
I won't even offer to buy girls drink.
No. Really?
No. I feel like if you make it too obvious and too easy, then
They probably don't like
they
it,
get
huh?
the ick. You got to play
Yeah.
hard to get a little bit.
That's fair.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're better off just being like, as long as you're silly and engaging and interesting, then yeah. I mean, I feel like you're better off too. Like, you don't have to like, as long as you see them more than once. Like, eventually, the more you talk and shit, like they're gonna start to become slowly infatuated with you, and like the tension will build, and it will become more appropriate for you to get like more flirty later on. But you got to test the waters out. I think people are too impatient because you go to the bar and you're like, oh, I want to have a one-night stand. You're trying to fuck somebody you just met.
Yeah.
That's not normally like that's.
I think
we're
it's
so
weird.
much bigger than women. Like,
I think it's weird.
it's scary, dude. Like, unless a woman's super drunk, she's probably not gonna want to fuck you when she just met.
I'm not a one-type stand person either. I'm not.
One night stand. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta like meet women multiple times in order for them to even.
I like talking with someone for a while and they getting to know them. If I don't know them, it's kind of weird to me. Like, I have to have feelings for someone too. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, ideally that would be cool, you know.
Do you care, or
Do I care about one night stands or not?
yeah, do you care about one-night stands?
I'm not a huge fan of them, but if it happens, it happens. I mean, normally under those circumstances, when it does happen, like, you're drunk, so then the sex isn't gonna be that good anyways. Like, at
Dude,
this,
oh yeah, dude, I get like whiskey dick so bad.
at
or
this
something,
point, I'm
dude.
like,
It's just
I'm into
not-
this like situationships where
Yeah.
like I test the waters of whether or not I want it to turn into dating.
Yeah,
But then we like kind of do dating stuff. We're like where we still go out to eat and like hang out and watch movies and shit. But then like we're just testing the waters of whether or not we're ready to take it to the next step.
right.
Which like I think is fine to some extent, but it also can be confusing and make it hard for you to ever want to be serious with someone because you have multiple options. So I don't really know what the best approach is. I'm still learning myself personally. I would like to have a girlfriend though, eventually.
I feel you.
Especially
Yeah.
like a healthy relationship. I've made
I think
a
the
lot of
longer you
mistakes.
wait, the better though. With relationships, if you're not rushing into it, and then like,
Yeah, I agree. Like you should probably
well, not even trying to see multiple women at once. Like, I feel like that point you're just trying to prove that you can go sleep with women. It's just like,
I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like in the early stages of dating, it's fine to keep your options open. But then after X amount of time, you should probably get focused on one.
yeah, but if you're just sleeping with women and you don't want a relationship with them, like, I get it.
You got to learn people's
But-
personalities and stuff. I mean, obviously, as long as you're just going on dates. I mean, if you're going on multiple dates and sleeping with multiple women, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually you have to choose one person that you're the most infatuated with and then kind of give them the respect of being faithful and figure it out, you know?
Yeah, I don't think loyalty is a thing in our
No, it's not.
generation.
We're so selfish.
It's so sad, dude.
Yeah, and then like also
with women,
like,
it's gone downhill, and men. Like, on both sides, it's fucked up.
well, in the first inconvenience, like people are out of there. They break up,
Yeah.
or like I don't know, people just don't work through shit
They
anymore.
don't want to have tough conversations. It's
No.
like, dude, like, no relationship is ever going to be perfect.
No, not at all.
Like, you have to have those tough conversations while you're dating, I think. When you're married, it's too late. You should already have had those tough conversations while you've been dating.
Well, it shouldn't also
Like-
be that hard, by the way. Like the first couple years should pretty well just be fun, and then once the
Yeah,
honeymoon phase
yeah.
wears off, then shit starts getting serious, and you have difficult conversations, and you're living with each other, and you're facing those new obstacles. But
we have to make it fun in your relationship too. Like me and Madeline do one date day a week.
Yeah, it
every
takes
week.
work. It obviously takes
Yeah.
work. And I
Yeah.
mean, like, you shouldn't, like, settle for just anybody. Like, if it's not fun from the beginning, then obviously they're probably not your person.
Yeah, that's
You know?
facts. Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't fucking know, bro.
Yeah, you do.
I think so.
You
we'll
be in a relationship.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Or I'll figure it out, I guess I should say. I wish I did what Isaac's doing. When I was first single, just fucking work out and focus on my career.
I told him to do that. Yeah, dude. It's
I definitely did not do that. I became a drunken whore, and I totally regret those decisions.
I did the same thing. I was retarded. And
Yeah.
I learned
It was
that
not
the hard
healthy or
way, dude.
productive at all.
Yeah, it's not at all.
It's really detrimental to my life, actually.
Yeah, and it's like
It set me back quite a bit.
no girl wants to stay with someone that's gonna be like that. Like you're trying to go out and be cool and go hang out with people.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was not attractive to, like, women that are of value, and then it's not attractive to, like, peers of value. You're just attracting fucking losers. You're just hanging out with losers.
Yeah, you are hanging out with losers at that point. It's like
Yeah. People that aren't actively trying to better their lives or
and
themselves.
that is not a woman that I want to be around either. That's like going out and doing the same thing that I was doing then either.
Yeah.
It's like
And there's a difference between, like, having fun and, like, going out once a week or once every couple weeks, but, like, you don't want to date the girl that's at the bar 3 times a week, dude.
no, not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, it's too much. Yeah, go have fun, be a kid, but
Well, like, now I'm getting into my mid-20s, so I feel like it's starting to wear off a little bit for me personally. Like, we've been partying. I mean, our family, we're a very festive family. Like, even when we were children, we had Friday night block parties, you know? We've been
it was
around
insane. We've been partying since like 12.
even before that, dude. Like we're like
Oh, yeah,
kindergarten,
yeah.
like preschool age, and like we're dancing on the coffee table. We have Friday night block party. Like
We weren't drinking, but yeah, we were partying. We were
No, but
dancing,
like
having fun.
we've been around the party atmosphere, I'm saying, our whole entire lives. And by the time we got to like 15, 16, yeah, we partied all throughout high school, partied in college, graduated college, continued to party a little bit. I think I'm just starting to get to the point where like I'm a little bit partied out, you know?
I think you should party at a young age though. Like get it out of your system.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen at some point. Like the goodest people in high school, they go to college and they're like,
Then they fucking blow their load because
Yeah.
they never had the freedom before.
exactly, yeah,
They don't know how to handle that,
They don't get
the
it.
new responsibility.
yeah.
It's because it is intoxicating. But I mean, also like, obviously for us personally, we've struggled with overdoing it a little bit. You got to be careful not to get sucked into it too much because it can
Oh
consume
yeah,
you.
bro. I was going way too hard. I'm coming up on a year sober now.
Yeah.
Just because I experimented with way too much drugs and was going hard for a long time. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
I can't imagine the shit that I did to my body.
Yeah, I know. What's so
in
hard
my brain
too, like,
too. Just my brain with all the chemicals in it and stuff. You're throwing it off, and
I feel so bad for these kids because it was already hard enough for us to grow up and be successful with the like social media and drugs and alcohol, but I feel like it's even easier for these younger kids, dude.
I'm scared because of
You're
the
like
fentanyl
7
in it now,
years
too.
old getting exposed to pornography and like it's easy to get drugs and you got TikTok brain.
We were exposed to pornography at a very young age too. I think too.
Yeah, I know.
It's probably made it
It's
easier
like the
since you
age of
can
the-
look through like Instagram reels and see hot women,
the internet,
and like you see like men like shredded and stuff. You're like, why don't I look like that?
yeah,
you know?
the internet's fucking crazy. It totally
But-
warps your
Oh,
perception
dude,
of reality.
yeah, porn messed my brain up. Like you're getting sexualized at a very young age when you shouldn't even be thinking about sex at that age.
No,
It's-
yeah, like you're pre.
It should not even be on your mind.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's
You're seeing unrealistic bodies.
yeah.
It's pretty bad. Well, and then it causes erectile dysfunction in like men our age. Like you shouldn't be in
Yeah.
your fucking early to mid 20s having boner problems. Now everyone's on Blue Chew. It's like, dude, you're not 40 years old. You don't need Cialis, dog. Stop
Yeah.
watching porn, dude. Your dick will start working again. Chill out.
Honestly,
dude.
I'm not addicted to it. I can see some people like Tony, that one famous TikToker with the duck.
Yeah,
Dude, he said that he takes it like every fucking day. But
it can be bad for you.
dude, so bad for your heart. I've taken like the Lions one, and I kind of like it. I've only done it twice.
Listen.
And it's like on special occasions.
Once in a blue moon, dude.
Yeah.
You're trying to impress your girl, dog. Come on, dude.
It's actually, dude, it feels good too.
Or when you're
I like
first
it,
talking
yeah.
to a chick, you get a little performance anxiety, because you want to impress her. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
It makes it easier, so you don't have to like think about it is hard.
Yeah.
But fucking, eventually, if you like a beautiful young lady, you shouldn't need that shit for it to work. It should just work, dude.
Yeah, facts.
It's like special occasions and performance anxiety is the only time I think it makes sense at our age. You shouldn't have to depend on it regularly.
No, you shouldn't, dude. At that point, oh, man. Yeah. I'm starting to feel like that way about caffeine. I drink way too much caffeine. It's bad.
I don't know what it is, bro, but like
I still feel tired at points.
I go through weird phases with like nicotine and caffeine. Like recently,
I do too.
I haven't
Yeah.
needed near as much, like of either one. I don't know why. Like I just woke up one day and I was like, oh, I don't want this as much today. But I think it gives me anxiety. If I drink too much caffeine, I'll get super anxious.
Same thing with nicotine. I get so
Yeah.
much anxiety off of it, but
Especially
it's
the
all I
vape.
think about. I'm like, I need it. I don't know why.
The vape just started giving me the ick because I was like, dude, first of all, you get vape mouth. You look like a fucking tool bag hitting your
Yeah.
vape 15
I
times
use
a
the
day.
Zen pouches. Yeah.
I don't even want to do vapes anymore. It's like I'll have a drunk cigarette or I'll Zen, dude.
Exactly.
Like, I just think you
Yeah.
look like a fucking douche LaRouche if you're hitting the vape, dog.
I got so many people to call me about Isaac vaping on our podcast last time.
Really?
Actually, everyone said don't do it. Even Nikki was like, don't vape. Don't vape on the podcast.
Is kind of fucking gay, dude.
Come on, Isaac.
If you're gay, Isaac, that's fine. Just tell us.
It's funny.
That is funny, bro.
Bro, I'm surprised he hasn't called us or anything.
I don't know. He probably fell asleep. His hours are crazy.
Yeah, he's
Poor dude.
yeah, he works at nights at Blue Beacon, so he's probably sleeping right now.
Bro, if I get this new job, too,
Yes.
it's going to be difficult. I don't know how we're going to reschedule the podcast, but we're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah, all of our hours are weird. I don't know. I mean, if it's just two of us, like I'm sure there might be some days I can't show up. If you and Isaac can show up or
I think I
something,
can
or-
still, because I work 6 days a week, but I get one day off. So if I can convince him to give me Mondays off, that'll be fine. But I'm definitely going to have to work weekends, especially Sundays, because we have brunch, and that's like a pretty big deal at the restaurant.
I think I'm going to change my hours to Monday, Tuesdays off.
Mondays, Tuesdays off?
Yeah. Here
Are
in
you
March.
taking 2 days? Oh, so you're doing Sunday, Mondays right now, huh?
Yeah, Sunday, Mondays off. Yeah,
Why do you
that's
want to
my
work
weekend.
Sundays? Why do you want to work on God's day?
No barber's day is open, or no barber shop's open then, so everyone would come into the shop.
That's true. I'm
It's
like,
a weekend.
don't do that. You can't go to church. Do you go to church anyways?
I don't. I'm trying to look for one, but the thing is, I get weird about religion because
Organized religion freaks me out, bro.
yes,
I
it
feel like
does,
it's a
yeah.
cult. Like, I'm a spiritual
Yeah, I'm the same
person,
way.
but I think there's definitely a God and a creator, but like, I don't know, dude. I think people are just corrupt and they just want to have power over you. And that's like the way I feel about organized religion a lot of the time. Like, it's just people wanting to boss you around and make you feel guilty and take your money.
Yeah, I can see that.
Especially
I
like
think there's-
non-denominational Christian churches. Why do you think they have those fucking like coffee bars?
Yeah,
It's
they're
like
making money off that.
they're not. It's not there for them to like, because they want to spread the word of God. Like, you could fucking preach out of a shed for all I care.
Well, dude, churches actually make so much money too.
Because
Like,
they don't get taxed, bro.
yes, like
They're killing.
it's
it,
been
dude.
a big thing where like I know a lot of people are coming out of churches and shit, which is like I love God, like it's cool,
Yeah.
and I think more people should be afraid of God and
Have spirituality. At least practice it someone in their life.
yes, and have some morality in their life. But
Yeah.
yeah, it feels too much like a cult for me. And I've been looking at, I think I'm a Christian, but I don't want to be like I'm not Baptist or Methodist or I'm not Catholic. Like I just believe in the Bible, and I'm like, I think the word in the Bible, like there's a lot of good stuff in there. So
I don't really honestly claim any religion. I mean, obviously we were raised Catholic, so Catholicism and Christianity resonates with me the most. But I went to a liberal arts college, and I took religion classes. I learned about different religions, and I studied things on my own time. Like, I think they all have pretty cool, important, unique philosophies. I believe there's one creator, but like
I'm the
I'm
same
not.
way. Like,
I'm
I
not
like the
gonna
Buddhist
claim that like
religion.
Islam is right or Buddhism or is
Yeah.
right. Like, it's like whatever, bro.
I think all the religions are interesting to me. I love learning about it. Jordan Peterson's actually going to come out with a book, The Ones Who Struggle with God, and I struggle with God every day, so I think I'd like it a lot. But
Well, I think it gets confusing because we try to make our creator in our image. I don't think that God is, by any way, shape, or form, like resembling a human being. Like God is just the universe. It's everything.
Yeah, I agree. And I want to see God as all loving, and it's hard reading the Bible sometimes because there's acts in there, like in the Old Testament, where like he flooded the earth. Like that sounds like
I
like
feel
he was
like
mad about something. And I think I can relate to that because in our own image of God, like he, I don't know. You want to see God as perfect, but that like it seems like I don't understand it.
I think
don't
like
know.
in
I
a
wanna
weird
interpret
way.
the Bible wrong.
That's
So,
why I like Buddhism and Taoism and Taoism because like
Uh-huh.
they kind of talk about like yin and yang, and like you can't experience one thing without the other because it
Yeah.
puts that thing into perspective. Like you
Yeah.
won't understand the like the real depth and deepness of true love without understanding like real cruelty and like hatred. You know what I'm saying? Like otherwise you get complacent and you just don't appreciate good things. Like they kind of need each other to put each other both into perspective, and it makes life worth like living, and it makes it interesting. Like if everything was perfect all the time, I don't think we would be really happy. You know, I
Yeah.
think like in a weird way, like that is God showing His love is by like giving us these adversities to face because it makes life challenging and fun and unique for us. You know,
Yeah.
otherwise life would just be fucking boring.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying? If we never had any struggles, if we were all just fucking naked, hanging out in the garden still, chilling, I mean, maybe it'd be kind of a sick vibe, but I don't know.
So Jordan Peterson talks about find your purpose in life
Yeah.
and meaning. I don't think finding happiness, and then once you find happiness, it's just going to go back down. So there's no point in chasing happiness all the time.
Well, there's no reason to be hedonistic. I mean, like, purpose is probably the most important thing
Be
to
what?
chase. Hedonistic.
What do you mean by that?
Hedonism is like a philosophy that basically claims you should only pursue things that make you feel good.
Oh yeah, I mean that would be like fucking.
But it's not. It's very fleeting and it's not
Huh.
sustainable.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I mean by meaning, though. Like even at points in you're sad in your life, and when you're like when I was really going through it, like when I was in rehab and shit, like there was good times still in it, bro. Like you're trying to figure out yourself too.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
learning a lot about yourself and some of your bad habits and
Yeah.
maybe why they are there. And you know, it's a time of self-discovery and growth. You know, I mean,
Yes, I learn about myself more when I'm down than I do when I'm up. Absolutely.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really the only way you can. I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can learn a lot about yourself when you're up, as far as like how you treat others and respect others when you're winning. So I think that's a telltale sign of how good of an individual you are.
Yes, that is true.
Because a lot of people, they get wealthy or successful and they're like, oh, fuck everybody I came up with. They're losers. I'm too good
Yes.
for them now.
Yeah, and it's so
They
weird.
lose their humility and they lose sight of the
Besides
people that
bringing
helped
other
them
people
along
up
the way.
with them, or yeah,
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's actually insane.
it is really.
I could
weird.
never be that person.
I couldn't either, dude.
But I don't know. To each their own, I guess, you know. Couldn't be me, though.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. Did you ever read Jordan Peterson's book?
Dude, it's honestly like
12 Rules of Life is what we're talking about.
it's so wordy. It's a great book, but
It's hard to
there's, like,
digest.
There's so many cultural
Yes.
references I
Uh-huh.
don't hardly understand, and it uses like a lot of like high level English vocabulary.
It's a tough
So
book
like
to
I have to
digest.
like
Yeah.
fucking look at a thesaurus and like rewrite it in vocabulary words that I understand. So like because I want to digest it fully, so I'm taking my time with it, but
I didn't go that far as to doing that. I just listened to it. I didn't even read it, but
I'm still like I want to like actually understand it and digest it well. So I'm still on
I think
the.
that'll be years till I digest it. Like it's just such a hard book to get all of it at once, I think.
Well, that's like one of my.
So I'll probably come back to it and read it again, but
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like one
Yeah.
of my high school English teachers explained to me like it's important to reread books, especially at different like chapters in your life, because you'll have a new perspective and learn something new from it.
yeah.
Because you're at a different chapter in your life, and maybe you didn't get that reference at the time because you were too young to understand.
Which rules have you read so far?
None, bro. I'm still working through the forward, but
Oh.
I've picked up a lot of good stuff from the forward that I like. I've like have 3 quotes that I've wrote down so far, but I've been really lazy about it, dude. I need to get more disciplined with sitting down and reading. I have like no routine right now, which is why I really need this job because it's gonna force me to have a routine.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Been,
get one. I try to read at night.
Been a little bit messy recently, dude.
That's all right. No one's perfect. I try to read at night for, I don't know. I try to read a chapter, and that might be like 40 minutes to an hour. I was doing 10 minutes a day, and now I'm doing a little over that. Mm-hmm. I fucking hate Oscar right
now. Dude, I have to read out loud to myself, otherwise I lose my place, because I have TikTok brain.
Well, that's why I do the
headphones.
headphones.
Because I'll be reading, and the words will keep going, but then, like, my thoughts are somewhere else.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. So I listen to the book, and then I also read at the same time.
That's what I want to do, but, like, also I'm afraid I'll skip
it's a
over.
lot of money,
I'm afraid I'll skip over vocabulary, words I don't understand if I just listen to the audiobook, but maybe that'll help me.
I skip over it, and then I'll probably come back to it if I really want to understand it. But I get, I guess, the majority of what it's saying. I mean, it's kind of a nuanced, mean like it's like not all there. It's not as complex, right? Like I kind of understand it, but I probably aren't getting it on a deeper level.
Yeah, that's fine. Which maybe I should just do like a bullet point main theme version of it first, so I can kind of just understand the concepts now and then try to understand it deeper later. But might be smarter, and I'll get more done faster. But I don't know, bro.
I'm reading a lot of political books right now because I want to get into it. But
I would like to understand politics better, but I honestly have very little understanding. So I get nervous to talk about it because I'm like, dude, I'm just a fucking idiot, bro. So like,
not an idiot. You just don't want to learn about it. You're not interested in it, and that's fine if you're not.
Well, I guess like I'm complacent, and it hasn't affected us enough yet to where I feel like I have to, and it's starting to where I am starting to take more interest. But like, it's not my favorite subject to study by any means. I feel like as I get older, it's more important for me to understand, especially some of the ways things are looking politically right now. But
well, yeah, I don't want to get old.
It's pretty complex. Like if you're trying to understand it, if you're trying to understand it well.
Yes, I think some people think it's very easy, and they're like, "Oh, I don't like that guy," just because they're saying that I don't like that guy because someone else said it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like it's a lot deeper than that, and it's like, I don't know, it's so confusing at some points, but. Yeah, I want to understand it more so when I get older, I don't have to worry about it. And I can pass it down to my children and stuff too, because I think younger people, it's more important to younger people than older. When you're old, it's too late. You already have to live with everything that's going on, like in your city especially. So it's like, all old people do is complain about the politics. Have you noticed that?
I guess so, maybe. I feel like our generation especially, we're so overwhelmed and overstimulated. This is just my own anecdotal thoughts. Like, I have no way of measuring this or proving it, by the way. But I feel like a lot of kids our age just don't give a fuck because, like, they've just become complacent. Yeah. So, like, the older people care, and they're making decisions that are going to affect our future, and when we should be making them for ourselves, but we've just given up because we're so overwhelmed and we feel hopeless towards all the shit going on.
Yeah, like we just shut down.
Yeah.
Well, people need to learn how to talk to each other. Like our age, when we're having tough conversations, people shut down and they want to scream at each other. And when you're screaming at someone, no one wants to listen to you.
Well, it's hard not to get emotional because, like, when you don't understand something, you have fear and you're afraid of being embarrassed, and then that fear can manifest into anger. So then. Yeah, then you get into a shouting match because you feel like you're being intellectually challenged, and you feel like, I don't know. Yeah, you're just afraid of the unknown. That's what fear is. It's being afraid of the unknown.
Yes, but you would think that you would want to learn and understand it instead of just have your ego get in the way and say that you know everything.
You would think, but I don't know. So that's not like what most people do a lot of the time. Your monkey brain kicks in, and then you kind of go fight or flight.
Your primal instincts.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be smarter to understand your fears. That way you don't have to be afraid of them anymore, and you can have control over your environment. But that's not what a lot of people do. I mean, we're lazy creatures a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, I wish Isaac was here because he was watching the Trump stuff. I know he was, and with Vivek.
Yeah, I have no idea. about what's going on right now. So, I mean, I couldn't speak on it too much. If you wanted to educate me yourself, you could, but I don't. I have no idea.
Well, Vivek is a Republican, and he dropped out of the campaign to support Trump. He wasn't getting enough votes, and he's actually a very smart guy. He's probably more libertarian, like Robert F. Kennedy. And I liked a lot of the policies that he was saying. He's probably just more right-wing libertarian, like more
conservative.
Yeah, more conservative, not right-wing. I
mean, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I like him a lot, and he just wasn't pulling enough votes. But he was on a lot of like podcasts, so many podcasts, and he was getting a lot of young men votes and a lot of young people like him. He just wasn't getting the older people, so he dropped out and joined Trump, which I think Biden and Trump are the only people that we have again for the presidential debate, which is pretty sad.
No, it's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah. It is. And I was going to vote for Robert F. Kennedy. He's not pulling enough people, and I'm going to have to vote for someone that's going to win. So it's like, sadly, that's just what it is. I like Robert Kennedy probably the most out of all of them. And he was pulling evenly from both sides, from Biden and Trump. So I don't think he was taking away from one person more than the other.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude. I don't know. Well, this is a little
At this point, it's just who hates who more. Like, do you hate Biden more or do you hate Trump more?
Yeah, it's just identity politics. And, like, another thing that sucks is, like, the only reason that they're the only two candidates available is because, one, they have money to back their campaigns.
Yeah.
And, two, people just know them because they've been around for fucking ever.
Yeah.
So, like, we don't even give some of these younger, maybe even more capable politicians a chance because nobody fucking knows them and they don't have enough money to compete. So then we just keep getting left with fucking turd sandwiches, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yeah. So
I don't want Biden to win, honestly. Though I think he there's no way.
No, he's way less capable, dude. Like if I had to choose between the two, unfortunately, if I had to, I would probably vote Trump, dude, because like we want some fucking senile old man running our country.
And we're in the mix of almost World War III.
That's trying to promote violence. Like, Trump was trying to fucking take people out of Afghanistan.
Like, war has gotten so much worse, and we're about to go in World War III in the Middle East.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
But which sucks is, I think, Vivek was actually anti-Israel. Like, he didn't want any part to be with the war. Like, he actually wanted to pull out of NATO. This is what Dad told me. And it's... He's like, you guys go to war, that's fine, but we are not going to be a part of it.
It's just really complicated, though, because Israel and America have very, very deep political and financial affiliations. So, like, it's dangerous for us not to fuck with them.
I know.
And also because, like,
all the oil there and everything.
Their intelligence agencies and stuff, like, they have a lot of dirt on us, bro. So, like, if we
They're
don't...
like the dirtiest people.
I know, dude. Their intelligence agencies are they're crazy, dude. Like, they have so much...
Like the Taliban and all,
dude, like Epstein was probably more than likely an informant. Like, that was, you know, corrupting all these high and powerful people to, like, manipulate them for political reasons.
Yeah, you were talking about that last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, dude. But, I mean, we're pretty fucking dirty with that kind of shit, too. But, like, I feel like we're kind of... We're kind of locked in because we both have a lot of dirt on each other, and we have a lot to gain from each other financially if we continue to support each other. So it's gotten hairy, dude. Also, like,
I'm just scared if World War III happens, bro.
I feel like we kind of won it in a lot of weird, fucked up ways, because like that's why Kennedy and like Eisenhower, like, they warned about the military-industrial complex. Like, wartime economy a lot of the time like helps us.
It does. It does help us a lot.
And we're in a lot of debt right now. Like, we need to start turning a profit. So a good war would be good for our economy, but it doesn't mean it's good for the world, though.
Well, I have friends that are in the Marines, too, and they are also saying that they're training them for something. Like, they're legit getting ready for a war. He thought it was because of terrorist attacks, because we let so many aliens in the country. But
well, that's pretty fucked up, too. I was like, because... Tom Kennedy came on to Rogan's podcast and was talking about like how bad Border Patrol is and like how
Texas
easy
got their own hands into it now. Did you see that Texas started taking it into their own hands?
Quinn's been sending me crazy TikToks, dude.
Really?
Quinn is like a huge conspiracy theorist, bro.
I kind of love it though.
Dude, I know. Dude,
I go down the rabbit hole a couple times.
Listen,
So.
I'm a fucking retard, dude. So everything I say, don't trust me. But like he sends me crazy shit, and I'm like, okay, this is a little bit far fetched, but
I like to listen to it, but I try to bring myself back down. I'm like, how much of this is true?
Yeah, but it's funny though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. I have a very uneasy feeling that things aren't gonna be good.
No, they're
at the
not.
very least.
Something's gonna happen.
I don't know what, but something definitely is gonna happen. And
Well,
it's not
Texas
gonna be good.
took their own hands into it, and now they had their own National Guard instead of Border Patrol. They told all Border Patrol to leave, and now they have the National Guard defending their border to not let any people in now.
Oh yeah, and then like
So-
it's like almost like there could be a civil
Because they kept
war.
letting people in.
That's what Quinn was telling me. Like basically, Biden is trying to send people down there to like tell the National Guard to chill the fuck out, but they're not going to.
See, this is what I don't like about Biden. He's antagonizing them. It's like it's messing with their own state.
Yeah.
If
I
you
have no
keep
idea.
letting people into their own state, it's gonna mess with their economy. So I don't know.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know like.
And that's why we have the border. It's more than just like being racist. It's not them being racist. It's actually fucking with their state.
I don't know. Geopolitically, right now, the world is a fucking mess. I think multiple bad things are gonna happen, and multiple bad things already have been happening. You
Yeah.
know? It's just like, how do we fix this? I have no idea.
Well, we're in the middle of a war with we're funding Israel and stuff, and like
We're involved with 2 proxy wars right now.
yes,
We're
and
involved
they
with 2
could
wars
very
by
much
proxy.
be terrorists we're letting into the country. So
Yeah, it's not good. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I just I hope we figure it out
yeah,
for our sake and for our children's sake. You know,
yeah, facts. Yeah.
our unborn boys.
I wanted to talk to you and Isaac about doing a challenge for fitness. I told you about the Jeff Napard's workout I was doing.
Oh yeah.
I was going to see if we could do like a 12-week challenge.
Yeah, that'd be cool, dude.
I'm trying to bulk right now.
Well, now that I'm gonna have
Well,
more
but-
money and I'm not trying to be a party boy anymore, I need something to distract me when I'm not at work.
Yeah, dude, 4 days a week. That's the workout program. So
Yeah.
I'll have to send it to both of you guys, and it's 4 days a week. And it's fucking an hour workout. Like, and it's hard as fuck. I'll send you
I
guys.
probably won't be able to finish them in the beginning, but I'll do my best. That or I'll just
Dude, he
take
made it
longer
for
breaks.
people, like the first week is super easy. Like
Yeah.
it's warming you up into it. Like you're not going to muscle failure. It tells like the RPE, like what rep and what percentage of how hard you should go.
Yeah.
And even Jeff Napard's goes into description explaining there's almost little to none difference of going to muscle failure. There is a bit difference, but it actually, once your muscle gets fatigued, it's still ripping itself apart and it is forming new muscles.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't follow the Mike Mincer fucking theory as much, where you just have to go balls to the walls every single set.
I think you're just tearing your body apart. I guarantee you're probably gaining a lot of muscle, but it's also probably really bad on your body.
Well, yeah, I mean, at least strength, because, I mean,
Yeah.
you're putting more stimulus on your CNS, your central nervous system, but, I mean, at what cost? Because you can fuck your joints up pretty good.
Bad.
I mean, I'd want a more moderate approach to both. I mean, I'd want a balanced amount of strength and muscle mass for vanity's sake, you know, just to look good.
Yeah, I would do a 12-week sober thing with you guys, with you and Isaac, and 12-week workout thing.
That'd be pretty cool, dude.
If you want. Yep. Well, that's pretty much it. But
Thanks for tuning in, boys. We'll see you
thank you
next
guys.
time.
Sorry about the annoying dogs. But yeah,
Yeah, we'll see how much of this we can actually use with the dogs barking.
that's pretty fucking annoying.
Yeah. But